What's going on, my Cartelians? Cartel from Hell, serving you up with another review. This time it's going to be from the Sideshow Collectibles Wolverine brown costume. This is a premium format, and this is the exclusive version of this statue. And what makes this the exclusive version of this piece is actually this red Muramasa sword that it comes with. Now, the regular version of this statue is still going to come with the masked portrait, and it's also going to come with the unmasked portrait, and then in his other arm he's just going to have his claws fully extended. So the exclusive version of this statue, the edition size was 1500 and the regular edition size was 2500. So it's the same exact price. You might as well go for the exclusive if you can. If you haven't ordered it already, you could actually hop on Sideshow's wait list. There's a very good possibility you might be able to get the statue still for the exclusive version. Now, I've already done an unboxing for this statue, and it's already posted up on my channel. So if you really like unboxings and you want to go ahead and check that out, don't forget to do so. The same day that I unboxed this statue, I also unboxed the saber-tooth statue, which is the companion part for this piece. So I just haven't uploaded that one yet because I wanted to get the review out for this one first, just so that, you know, the unboxing and the review are in the same portion of my page, and then the unboxing and the review for Sabertooth will be back to back as well. I'm extremely happy with this piece and I absolutely love it, but at the same time there are some things that need to be noted just for the purpose of this review. So this is a one of a two-part companion set that are purchased separately, but the thing about it is that these two pieces actually don't see eye to eye. Their eye line does not line up, and it's something that really shouldn't have been overlooked, considering that these two pieces are intended to be displayed together. That being said, it's not going to be too much of a problem if you just want to have this statue as a standalone piece. And to tell you the truth, there's so much going on with it. I would say that this is a really good standalone piece all by itself. If this is the only one you're really interested in getting, I say go ahead and get it, man. It's definitely a work of art. It's very beautiful. And what I love most about this statue is just the whole story that it tells. I've always been really fond of a piece that has a really nice elaborate base, but at the same time doesn't overpower the scene, and if anything, it just complements the character. I definitely think that this is one of the better poses for Wolverine out of all the Wolverine statues out there. It's very dynamic, and at the same time, it's not too over the top. The texturing really sets this piece off as well. You know, his mask has been sculpted with the lines and the creases very similar to elephant skin, and the texture of his upper torso has more of a similarity to the skin of a rhino. That's what makes me favor fully sculpted pieces over pieces with a lot of mixed media. Just the ability to showcase the extra level of texture and let the muscularity of the character really shine through. And trust me, you guys, this guy is ripped, completely shredded from head to toe. At the same time, if Sideshow is going to continue the trend of using less and less mixed media, they're going to really have to keep an eye on their quality control just to make sure it's up to par and on point, just because mixed media really hides a lot of the flaws that can be seen with the fully sculpted piece. You know, with the mixed media, you're not going to have to pay too much attention to detail with the actual paint lines throughout the whole statue. You know, when they use a lot of mixed media, the only thing that's really sticking out is maybe the boots that are painted, and then the hands that are painted, and the face portrait that's painted. Everything else is, you know, pretty much hidden. So with them having to use so much paint on a fully sculpted piece, they're just really going to have to step their game up. And to tell you the truth, they did a really good job with this one, but I just want to see more consistency, and I would like to not have to worry so much about, you know, when I'm getting a statue in, if it's going to have a lot of QC and paint problems. They've given the boots a really realistic look, packing in a lot of texture to give it that very leather-like appearance. The laces on the boots are fully sculpted and they almost look real. They've even included the creases and the bends in the boots where they're made to flex. Right here as well. And then at the same time, they've given it the signature Timberland work boot pattern on the bottom of the boots, with the slight weatherization of snow on the bottom of the boots, just to give it that extra level of detail. His blades and red Muramasa blade are all metal. I really want to commend Sideshow for actually not skimping out on the use of materials for this piece. I'm really happy that they went with the route of putting in the metal claws and the metal blade. I don't know, something about a Wolverine piece that just has, you know, the plastic claws. It really doesn't sit right with me. And I've had the legendary scale Wolverine before, and that one actually came with plastic claws. I wasn't too happy about it, but I knew that before purchasing it at the same time. So I'm just really happy that Sideshow didn't skip out on that. So appreciate it. His red Muramasa blade is actually forged with a part of his soul, and it actually has the capability of slowing down regeneration or healing properties, leaving Wolverine's wounds open for days instead of seconds. His Muramasa blade has also been used to slice off Sabretooth's arm and decapitate him as well. I feel like this is one of Sideshow's better exclusives that they've came out with, just because it's really relevant to telling the story between these two companion pieces. And I really feel like it's just a perfect exclusive for this statue. Another aspect that lends a helping hand to telling the story on this piece is all of these arrows that are littering the base. They came in from all different directions, and they're embedded into the busted up wooden footbridge. And the arrows look extremely nice as well. They're all two-toned in color, and the colors on them, they have a rust color and a black color. The arrows are made of a plastic material, so I would have liked to see them have been done in metal, just considering that the blades and the sword have already been done in metal, and it would just be a lot more durable for the piece in general, and it would just, you wouldn't have to worry too much about the arrows breaking on you. You might have to worry about them bending on you a little bit, but at the same time, you know, I really would hate to have one of these arrows break on me. To tell you the truth, they're pretty flexible. I don't think it's going to be too much of a problem, but just would have liked to see them have been done in metal. The footbridge itself is beautifully sculpted, packed with a lot of wood grain, giving it an even more realistic look. And it's not just wood grain, you know, just on the top half of the footbridge. It's wood grain everywhere, you guys. You know, it's on this post right here. They've packed it all on the railing, all on the footbridge, all on the sides of these structural beams, including very elaborate medallions embedded into the railings on both sides as well, not just one side, both sides. And this Japanese style pointed end cap, just to further ground this piece into its setting. The snow itself is sculpted very nice, and it gathers up in all the right places. Now, I'm not really a fan of overspray on my statues. I haven't liked it on any of my pieces. I haven't liked it on the Predator 2 maquette. I haven't liked it on the Great Ultron premium format. And to tell you the truth, I still don't like it used in this application. There is a lot of overspray on this area of the bridge. But at the same time, even though I'm not a big fan of overspray, I'm happy that they didn't include it on the bottom portion of the base. Because if they would have included it on the bottom portion of the base, you guys, I don't know, I think it would have just been a little too much for me. I'm really not a fan of these metallic looking risers. I feel like it definitely takes the piece out of its element. But at the same time, this application of them doesn't really kill it too much for me, because it has a very Danger Room-esque feeling to it, and it ties it in well with the Sabretooth PF and also the Dark Phoenix PF. I'm really not a fan of the unmasked portrait for this statue, but one really cool thing about it is that his face mask is actually peeled back, semi-attached, and, you know, just resting on his shoulders. I'll most likely always be displaying him with his masked portrait on. I'm really happy that they didn't forget to pack in all of the gloss in the eyes and the gloss inside of his mouth to give him that really lifelike appearance. And they didn't only do it for this portrait, the masked portrait, but they've also done it for the unmasked portrait. The paint of this statue in general is done very nice, except for the couple of nitpicks that I myself have with, you know, just the overspray. It's not going to really bother a lot of people. I don't see too many people complaining about it. I've seen overspray that's worse on other statues. To tell you the truth, it's really not that bad, you guys. But it's just a personal preference of mine. And since I'm reviewing it, it's something that I definitely want to note. But, you know, just the piece in general, you guys, the paint looks like it's been applied very well. There's actually a lot of shading and variations in the coloration of the browns, and also on the yellow as well, and a lot of shading and variations in the color on the footbridge too. And you know, the snow isn't just a plain white snow. It has been dirtied up a little bit with a little bit of gray and blue inside of it. So yeah, I mean, the paint is really good on you guys. The only thing is, the paint on the red Muramasa blade, I wouldn't say it's the best. It's not something that's definitely going to impress you, but still not bad at the same time. And another thing I think that would have been really cool for this piece, just to set it off, it's not necessary. I'm actually fine with it the way it is right now, but on the bladed hand, the fist where he's holding his red Muramasa sword, he doesn't have his claws fully extended. You know, it's not really a problem because he is holding the sword, but at the same time, I would have liked to see his blades fully extended on that hand as well, just to set it off, you guys. You know what I mean? I mean, why not, right? I could honestly say that if anything were to happen to this statue, you know, I would try my hardest to buy it again. I definitely love it, and for that, this statue definitely receives the Cartel from Hell seal of approval all day, every day. Remember, if you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share. If you're new to this channel, go ahead and catch up on all my previous unboxings and reviews. Thanks again for watching, you guys. I really appreciate each and every one of you. Catch me if you can on the next one.